SERP is search engine results page. PPC is just a network, pay-per-click network. There are many networks such as Google is one of the network, and Facebook is one of the network. Twitter is one of the network. All these come under PPC networks. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all these are PPC networks. These PPC networks depend on CPC models. There are many models, but the majorly used model is CPC model. Now, what is the full form of CPC? CPC is nothing but cost per click. Yeah. PPC is nothing but pay per click. And what is an impression? Anybody? What is an impression?
What we see on the website.
On the website or on the SERP?
Okay, SERP.
See, now whatever appears to you, see, this is one of the SEO result. This is not an advertisement. Even this is known as impression. That means if any advertisement or any website is appearing on SERP, or some ads will appear on some display part, some websites also some ads will appear. See, if I open NDTV, some ads will appear. So if some ads are appearing to me, then this ad is considered as an impression. If anything, or any result which is appearing on SERP or on any other platform, if any result is appearing on SERP or any other platform such as NDTV or any other website, then it is considered as impression. If I press on that impression, if I click on that impression, then it is considered as click. Then what is click-through rate? CTR. What is CTR? Number of clicks by number of
impressions
into 100. Yeah, number of impressions into 100. And are there any disadvantages in Google Ads? Just Pranita, are there any disadvantages in Google Ads? Or there are no disadvantages in Google Ads? There are no disadvantages in Google Ads. Instead, I have told you the disadvantages, but I have already told you that how Google is going to overcome those disadvantages. See, I have told you if your clicks are some 1,000 clicks and your CPC is some 100 rupees, then you're not going to pay some 1 lakh rupees, because it's up to who will pay 1 lakh rupees per day. Nobody can pay 1 lakh rupees per day unless it's a very big company. So Google has come up with a thing called daily budget. Here you can mention how much you can pay. Like if your budget is 100,000 rupees, you can pay 1,000 rupees. If your budget is 500 rupees, then you can tell to Google that only this is my budget. I cannot exceed my budget. Then what will happen? After 500 rupees exhaust from your account, your ad will stop running for that day. And again, from tomorrow to 12 o'clock, your ad will start running. So to overcome one of the drawbacks, Google has started a thing called daily budget. And one more thing is, now this person can click on this person so that his daily budget exhausts. Until this person's daily budget exhausts, this person is going to click on this person. But what happened? Google told that per day, only one IP address will be considered as a click. That means if I click 10 times also from my Gmail, from my computer, it will be considered as one click only. Only 30 rupees or 20 rupees, whatever the CPC is there, only that much amount will be deducted from the advertiser's account. Again, if I click the same ad tomorrow, again money will be deducted. But the thing is, never ever click on your competitor's advertisement, because there's a thing called quality score. Google will check the quality score. If you're clicking on somebody's advertisement, only that person will be benefited. You will not be benefited. You're only at loss. So never ever click on your competitor's advertisement. That's it.
So for example, if someone from let's say I have 10 IP address. So if I'm clicking from all those 10 IPs, so how that going to be a problem for the competitor? Sorry.
No, it's
benefit for the.
His money will be deducted, Kustil. From 10 IP address, you're clicking. His money will be deducted 10 times. But who is getting benefited? Only he will be getting benefited. You will not get benefited. Google will calculate the quality score. So whose quality score is better? That person's quality score only will be better because of the clicks and all. So never ever click on your competitor's advertisement. Just for to reduce his balance, that is to exhaust his balance, so you should not click from 10 IP address or tell to your friends. It is same like telling to your friends or telling or clicking with 10 IP address. It is same only. You doing it or you telling your friends. It is same, but never ever click on your competitor's IP address. This is one deep topic where you'll be learning about quality score, ad rank, and CPC. In that topic, we'll be understanding why we should not click on your competitor's advertisement. So never ever click on competitor's advertisement by any means, by 10 IP address or telling to somebody. Don't do that. Only he will see. If that is the case, then Google algorithm only will change. Nobody will trust Google. Google is a trustworthy platform. If that happens, then who will trust Google? Anybody can do the same thing. Anybody can bring 10 IP address and they can click on advertisement, on somebody else advertisement. So Google clearly mentions that the person who is getting more number of clicks, that person only will be benefited. That is the reason nobody clicks on their competitor's advertisement. If that happens, if previously that was the case, sorry, Google has removed the drawback and they have come up with quality score. So that is the reason there is no drawback with the Google Ads. Google Ads is a tool which is having only advantages. There are no disadvantages in Google Ads. Now coming to what else we have learned yesterday. Anything else we have learned yesterday? Impressions, click, CPC, CTR, and yeah, SEO is search engine optimization, whereas search engine marketing is nothing but Google Ads will come under search engine marketing. Now, Google Ads is a instant process, and if you pay money, once Google approves your ad, Google has to approve your ad. Just like that, you will not come on SERP. Google has to approve your ad. After Google approves your ad will appear on SERP. And previously, Google Ads was known as Google AdWords. It was known as Google AdWords. That's it. Now coming to today, what we are going to learn, a new topic. Networks of Google Ads. It is important. All the 5 networks are important. In 5 networks, 1 network is important. Finally, what is that network? Networks of Google Ads. All these networks, how to create advertisements in all these networks, we are going to learn in this Google Ads session. Not today. I mean, in this 10 days, we are going to learn all the networks. Networks of Google Ads. The first network is Search Network. The first one is Search Network. Search Network in the sense, what is this? Search engine result page. Somebody is searching for a particular keyword, then my ad will appear over here. For this particular keyword, there are no ads. See, I have told you yesterday, it's up till competition to competition. If competition to competition and keyword to keyword, your SERP layout also will be changing. Sometimes there will be no advertisements. For that keyword, digital marketing training, there was no keyword. But for this, there is a keyword. So general layout, I have told you, top 4 ads, in between 10 organic results, and bottom 3 Google Ads. But sometimes for some keywords or for competition, if anybody is not bidding for this particular keyword, or if you do not clear your history, your Google history and all, at that time also sometimes your ads might not appear to you. So just remove that just clear your history and search. At that time your ads will be appearing. Now coming to Search Network, I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I'm searching for a particular keyword and there are ads appearing. See, this is Skillshare ad, this is Digital Nest ad, Great Learning ad. So many ads I'm able to see over here. Search Network is the most important network of all the 5 networks. Most of the time we are going to spend on Search Network only. Can anybody tell why Search Network is the most important network? Maybe in yesterday's class also I have given a hint about Search Network. It is most important. Why Search Network is the most important? Because see, a person who is interested in learning digital marketing, that person only will search like this. A painter, a plumber, or a small kid, 10-year-old kid, or a 70-year-old people, 80-year-old people are not going to search like this. A person who has interest in learning, that person is only going to search for this particular keyword. And if in this platform, if I run my ads, that means if I'm running Search Network advertisement, how easy it is for me to get leads, because already people who are interested, they are already searching, and to those interested people only my ad is appearing. So it is one of the greatest benefit over here. Search Network is an intent-based network. Somebody who is interested, that person is only going to search on SERP. That is the reason Search Network is the most important network of all the networks. And most of the time we are going to spend our time on Search Network itself. networks and type bidding ad appears on targeting. Okay. Now coming to the first network, which is search network. Okay. This is search network. I have told this is the most important network and it is intent-based network because somebody who is interested, that person is only going to search over here. What is the type of search network? Is this an image or is this a text? It is a text advertisement. Here, no images will be involved. For search network, it is, see, this is the title and this is the description. Title and description. Title and description. These are known as extension. This is different topic. Now, this is title, this is description. So, search network type is text type. Search network types ads are text. Here, the type is text ad and bidding. Here, if this particular ad is appearing to me, now I'm able to see this ad. If I see this ad, money will not be deducted from advertiser's account, from Skillshare's account. If I click on this particular ad, then only money will be deducted from Skillshare's account. So here the bidding type is CPC, cost per click. CPC, that is cost per click. And where ad appears? Where ad is going to appear? Yes, Pranita? Where ad is appearing, Pranita? Search network ad. What is this called?
SCRP.
Exactly. Now my ad appears on SCRP. It is a search engine result page and it is a search network. Somebody is searching, then only it is ad is appearing. So search network ads appear on SCRP. The type is text, the bidding is CPC. And sometimes these search network ads, sometimes they might appear on some websites also. Some websites. See, on this is NDTV, right? Sometimes if you observe, not every time, it is really rare. There is an option. See, when you're running search ads or when you're running display ads, there's an option. Whether you want to showcase your ad on some websites or not, you have to always uncheck those options. By default, when you're running ads, those options will be checked by Google because Google is a trustworthy platform, but still, whenever Google gets a chance to take money from the advertiser, they will try to take money. So at that time, always uncheck those options. There are two options. We should always uncheck those options. By default, those options will be checked. When we are running ads, you'll understand in detail. But majorly, your search ad appears on SCRP only. But in rare scenarios, it might appear on some websites. That's it. But you have to uncheck this websites option. Now coming to targeting. How can you target? You can target with the help of keywords, right? Why? See over here for digital marketing courses in keyword only, why these people are appearing? Digitalness, Skillshare. That means Skillshare, Digitalness, Great Learning, all these people, when they are running search network ads, they have targeted this keyword. That means they are telling to Google that when somebody is searching for this keyword, I want my ad to appear. So the targeting depends on keywords, and you can target with the help of locations also. Now, you want to target only Hyderabad people, or you want to target in Hyderabad, you want to target Dilshuk Nagar. In Dilshuk Nagar also, you want to target only surrounding 10 kilometers of Dilshuk Nagar. That much gain filters are there in search network and in all the networks also. So the targeting depends on keywords and also it depends on locations. This is about search network. Search network is the most important network. 90% we will be spending our time on search network only. And it is intent based network. Somebody interested, that person is only going to search for a particular keyword and you have to show your ad to that particular person for that particular keyword. The type is text. Bidding is CPC. For impression, money will not be deducted. Only for click, money will be deducted. You click on advertisement, then only money will be deducted. Ad appears on SCRP. This is the major part. This, in rare scenarios on websites, ad might be appearing. But do not click these options. By default, it will be clicked. You have to always uncheck those options. Now, targeting depends on keywords. You have to mention keywords. For which keywords you want to appear on SCRP. And you can even mention location. Now coming to the display network. The second network is display network. Display network in the sense, see, this is NDTV, right? This is a website, NDTV website. That means it is a news website. Here, see, I am seeing an advertisement of IIDE. Here also IIDE. Now, why I'm able to see advertisement of IIDE on NDTV? Is there any relation between IIDE and NDTV? IIDE is some digital marketing institute in Delhi. I guess, yeah, somewhere in Delhi. So what is the relation between IIDE and NDTV? There is no relation, but still this ad is appearing on NDTV platform. Why? Because these ads are known as display network advertisement. There is a difference between search network advertisement and there is a difference between display network advertisement. Just see over here. Now, display network advertisements, they might be images. We have already seen, right? Image, or they might be banners, some banners also, or they might be RMIA. What is RMIA? RMIA in the sense, rich media interactive ads. Rich media interactive ads in the sense, see, for some advertisements, some graphics will be there. For this here, any graphic is not there. But generally, see, some graphic kind of thing is over here. If any graphic kind of things are there on particular image, then those kind of ads are known as rich media interactive ads. So the display network type is image, or it can be, sometimes in rare cases, it can be video, but image or any banner or rich media interactive ads. So the type is image, banner, rich media interactive ads. Now coming to bidding. What can be the bidding over here? Can anybody tell? In search, it is click, right? But what is the bidding over here? Okay. See, search network is an intent-based network, but whereas display network is not an intent-based network. Do you think somebody who has opened NDTV, they will know in prior that IIDA ad is going to appear over here? No, right? Here, no interest is not here. Nobody with interest, they will not click on this advertisement. If they want to click, then only they will click. But here, why people will come to ndtv.com? To read some news, to read some blogs, will be coming to ndtv.com. But not to see some advertisement. That is the reason, if you want to go for display network ads, always, when you have to go for display network ads, suppose you have launched a new brand or something, some new course, or nobody knows about that brand, nobody knows about that app, you have designed a new app and nobody knows about that app. So if somebody knows about digital marketing, see, digital marketing is a very famous keyword. Everybody, generally people know about digital marketing. No need to go for display network ads for digital marketing, because people are aware what is digital marketing. Now, suppose, see, now Licious is there. Licious is very famous. But before Licious was not famous some 3 years ago or 4 years ago. At that time, why Licious became famous? With the help of display network advertisements only. When you have launched a new brand, new app, or any new service which people are not aware of, at that time, go for display network. Because display network is not an intent-based network. This is only used for brand awareness. You have to always remember this. Display network is used for brand awareness. Here you will not get leads. With the help of search network, you will be getting leads, but with the help of display network, do not expect leads over here. Display network is mainly used for brand awareness only, to promote your brand so that people are aware of your brand. If it's a new product, new app, new service, then go for display network. So display network is a brand awareness network. If you want to promote your brand, you have to use display network. Here the CPC is, here, see, now NDTV is there. Here the bidding type is, here so many advertisements will appear to you. All the IID advertisements I'm seeing over here. Okay. All the IID advertisements I'm seeing over here. Here money will be deducted for cost per mile. That means the bidding type is CPM. What exactly is CPM? CPM is nothing but cost per 1,000 impressions. Cost per 1,000 impressions. If you have seen the ad for once, money will not be deducted. Like you, other 1,000 people also should see your ad. then only money will be deducted from the advertiser. Display network is little bit cheap when compared to search network, because here money is not getting deducted for click, because you cannot guarantee click in display network. Why will people click on this particular advertisement? Unless they are interested, they will not click. Who will click? They have come to NDTV to read news, to not see the advertisement and click on advertisement and read about that advertisement, or to visit their website. It is not an intent-based network. That is the reason here money will not be deducted for click, but here money will be deducted for impressions. That is 1000 impressions. Cost per mile in the sense 1000 impressions. So the bidding type is CPM, and where ad is going to appear. Here, your ad is going to appear on websites, I've told it. See, as of now, we will write it as websites, because NDT is one of the websites. So let's keep it as website. On which kind of websites your ad is going to appear? Now, I'll show you one of the photos so that you will understand what is display network. On which kind of websites your ad is going to appear? Just a second. Yeah. Yeah. I have taken one of the screenshot of my class. Now just look into this this picture. There are two kinds of websites. One is, okay, by mistake I have opened this one. Yeah. Let's go back to Notepad. Now you have to remember over here is there are two kinds of websites. Two kinds of websites. That means one is advertiser website, advertiser. One more is publisher website, publisher. Have you seen Amazon promoting somebody else's product? In Amazon, if you open Amazon, will you see somebody else advertisement on Amazon? Yes? Will you see somebody else advertisement on Amazon? You will never see somebody else advertisement on Amazon. There are two kinds of websites. One website is called advertiser and one more website is called publisher. A person who is publishing somebody else's product is known as publisher. But a person who wants to advertise his product is known as advertiser. Now, Amazon is an advertiser. He is not a publisher. He will never publish somebody else's advertisement on his platform. But whereas NDTV is a publisher. NDTV published somebody else's advertisement on their platform. Now we will be writing blogs, right? We have already learned how to write blogs and we have created blogging website. What is the use of writing blogs? Just to give information, just to give knowledge to people, we are creating blogs. If you write blogs, you will earn 0 rupees. You will not earn money just by writing blogs. There is a thing called Google AdSense. With the help of Google AdSense, you are earning money. What exactly is Google AdSense? There is that Google AdSense is a whole different topic. But for now, just we are talking about display network. So let me explain. As I already told you, there are two kinds of website. One is advertiser and one more is publisher. I have already told you, Amazon comes under advertiser. Amazon does not publish somebody else's product on his website. Same as Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra. If you observe these websites, you will never see ads on these websites. But whereas publishers, there are two kinds of websites, advertiser and publishers. In publishers, NDTV, all these kinds of websites are known as publishers. They publish somebody else's ad on their website. See, you have seen display network ad on NDTV over here, you have seen over here, you have seen over here, you have seen. So what is the difference between two? I have already told you. And how these publishers are going to earn money. Why NDTV is publishing somebody else's advertisement on his platform? Do you know how NDTV earns money? NDTV earns lakhs and crores of rupees just by giving space to somebody else's advertisement. Just by publishing somebody else's advertisement, NDTV earns money. Now, advertiser is there. What advertiser will do is, advertiser will tell to Google that I want to run my display campaign. That means I want to run display ads. So with the help of Google Ads account, we advertiser, this a person, Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, or we also create this display network ads, and we will be paying money to Google. Let's assume some $100 we are paying to Google with a Google Ads account, and we are running display network ads. Now, what Google will do if you are running display network ads? Google will tell this, whoever, now these publishers are there, right? ODMT or ODMT, now we are not running ads. Earlier we used to run ads. So all these publishers such as NDTV, all these people, what they will do is they will register with a Google AdSense account. Google AdSense we will not learn now, we will learn in later classes. So these publishers have to register with Google AdSense. Then what will happen is, you will be paying $100 to Google for your campaign, right? For your display campaign, total budget, you will be paying some $100. $45 or $50, Google will keep it itself. And the other amount, leftover amount, Google will give to the publisher. Now, some amount Google is keeping with itself, and the other leftover amount Google is giving to NDTV. Why Google is giving to NDTV? Now, IIDA has given some $100 to Google, let's assume. From $100, Google is keeping some $45 with itself, and $55 Google is giving to NDTV. This is how display network campaigns run. This is how publishers earn money. Just by writing blogs, you will not earn money. You have to register with Google AdSense. At that time only, Google will approve your account. That means Google will approve your website. Google has to approve NDTV. Google has to approve ODMT. Like that, Google has to approve each and every website. See, how to apply for Google AdSense? At least 1 month old website. Now, if you want to publish somebody else's ad, and if you want to earn money by publishing somebody else's advertisement, same like NDTV, your website should be at least 1 month old. And minimum 40 blogs should be there in your website. Minimum 40 blogs. No duplicate content. Minimum 100 traffic to website each day. That means at least 100 people should visit your website each day. Then only Google will approve your website for Google AdSense. Otherwise, Google will reject for Google AdSense for your website. Now, how much money I will get? It depends on advertiser bidding. Suppose here we have taken that $100, right? Here we have telling that Amazon is paying some $100 or IID is paying some $100. Sometimes maybe they'll not have budget, so they'll be paying some $50 only. So it depends on advertiser to advertiser. At $50 in the sense, Google might be keeping some $20 and Google might be giving some $30 to you. It's like that. And location you're targeting, these for USA, Europe, Australia, for these kind of people, this is really good, not for Indian audience. And kind of niche you selected, tech, travel, money, health, beauty. Now, display advertisements are really good for these kind of niche people, like tech, travel, money, health, beauty. And how much money I will get is depend on CPC also. Like, okay, leave this thing for now. This is about display network. How advertiser is there? There are two kinds of website I have already told you. One is advertiser, one is publisher. Advertiser will pay money through Google to Google via display network advertisement. When you are running a campaign or when you are running a display ad, you have to give money to Google. Same like search network. For all networks, you'll be paying money to Google. But for display network, because your advertisement is going to be displayed on somebody else on somebody else website, Google has to give some money to that particular website owner. So it will keep some money with it and it will give some money to other person. This is known as Google AdSense. Now, NDTV earns money with the help of Google AdSense only. Just like that, for free, they are not doing any charity over here by displaying somebody else's advertisement. Only if you see these are blogs, right? Only if you write blogs, nothing will happen. You will not earn any money. But if you run ads with the help of Google AdSense, then you will be earning money. Here, NDTV earns crores of rupees with the help of Google AdSense. Now, here in display network, where is it? Yeah. Here in display network, you can tell on which website you want to display your ad. See, now suppose, now let's see how to apply shampoo. Let's see any of the website over here. Healthline.com. So yeah. Now see, this is some healthline.com website. Here some advertisements will be there. It's taking some time to load. Now, in display network, you can tell to Google on which website to showcase my advertisement. Now see, this is healthline.com. And here, why people will click on this particular website, why people will search how to apply shampoo or anything related to health, why people will search? People will search anything related to health when they are when they are facing some skin problems or hair problems. At that time only people are going to search, and if they are only coming to this particular website. So you have to choose which website to show my advertisement on. You cannot tell, like here in healthline.com, if I show my digital marketing advertisement, is it of any use? It is not going to, it is of no use, because people are here to read the blog, people are here to how to use shampoo and conditioner, people are not here to click on your advertisement, and people are not here to purchase a particular product, whatever you are selling. See, here now some Myntra ad is appearing to me. Like this you should not do. That you have to showcase your advertisement on the websites which are related to your niche. Now suppose you are into some digital marketing. At that time, what you have to do, you have to search for digital marketing blogging websites who are writing blogs related to digital marketing. Then somebody who is searching for digital marketing blogs on SERP, they will landing to a particular website. And in that website, they'll be seeing your advertisement. At that time, there is a chance that they'll be clicking on your advertisement. If you do these kind of things in healthline.com, if you're showing Myntra advertisement, nobody's going to click on this advertisement and purchase a product. So there is an option over here in display network on which website to show my advertisement. You have to tell, suppose you want to show your advertisement only on NDTV, then you can write that NDTV, mention NDTV name. Suppose you want to show your advertisement only on healthline.com, then you can mention on healthline.com. Suppose you want to show your advertisement on any YouTube channel, let's assume YouTube channel, then you can mention YouTube channel name. Suppose you want to showcase your advertisement only in, this is about video network. Yeah, say NDTV healthline.com. That means on which website you want to showcase your website to Google, or on which website you want to showcase your advertisement, you can mention to Google. You can just research on which websites are good for blogging, who is writing a good blogging content, and see which website is coming on top of SERP. Just research which website is really good and who is giving really good content. And when you are running display network advertisement, you have to mention their name over there, so that when somebody comes to their website, they can click on your advertisement, and your brand awareness or promotion will be happening. So coming to targeting over here. So what kind of website these are known as? These are known as Google Display Partnered website. Now NDTV is Google Display Partnered website. The people whoever have the Google AdSense account and whoever are running ads in their account, that means any website who is showcasing somebody else's advertisement on their website, those websites are known as Google Display Partner websites. So your advertisement is going to appear on Google Display Partner websites, not on a normal website. You should not mention that display network ads appear on websites. What websites you have to mention? Display network advertisements are appearing on publishers' websites, whoever are publishing. These websites are known as, you can see over here, GDPW. GDPW in the sense, Google Display Partnered websites are known as GDPW. So I'm just writing over here as, please do not tell normal website. Any normal website will not publish your ad. On any normal website, your ad is not going to appear. On ODMT, your ad is not going to appear. ODMT is not a Google Display Partnered website. ODMT is a normal website. It's a service website. A person like NDTV, now NDTV, healthline.com, here also we are seeing ads. On NDTV also you are seeing ads. Any website who are showcasing somebody else advertisement, these websites are known as Google Display Partner website. That means these websites are registered with Google AdSense. They are earning money with the help of Google AdSense. So your ad appears on Google Display Partner website. Here also, your search network, in the rare scenario also, it is not going to appear on normal website, but it is going to appear on Google Display Partner website. Now coming to targeting. How you are going to target over here in display network. In display network, you can mention in the keywords option, you can mention that a person who is talking about digital marketing. No need to mention keywords like digital marketing training in Hyderabad. digital marketing course in Hyderabad. For these keywords, I want my website to rank, because nobody is going to search in SERP, right? But display network, your advertisement is appearing on some display partnered website, Google display partnered website. Nobody is going to search over here. If somebody is searching over here and your ad appears, then that is a search ad, but that will not come under display ad. So here, instead of keywords, there is other way. Here, no need to mention keywords. You have to mention such as topics, like whoever is talking about digital marketing, I want my ad to appear on that platform, on that website. Now somebody is talking about how to apply a shampoo. Somebody is talking about shampoo and conditioner. No need to write a perfect keyword, digital marketing course in Hyderabad. No need to write like that. If you mention particular topic, digital marketing, shampoo and conditioner, then your ad will be appearing on people who are talking about those websites. That means people who have wrote blogs about those particular topics, there only your ad is going to appear. So here targeting happens on location. You can mention location, same like search network. You can mention age, you can mention gender. See, now healthline.com is there. Now somebody is searching for hair transplantation, how to do, what is the best way to do hair transplantation and all. At that time, what is the use if I showcase my ad to someone who is of 20-year-old or 25-year-old? At that such early age, nobody needs hair transplantation and all, right? So you have to target people who are more than 45 plus or who are 50 plus. So here you can target their age and you can target their gender and you can target affinity. Affinity is nothing but interest. They can target with the help of their interest, and you can target with the help of keywords. I have already told you, right? Keywords in the sense, no need to mention particular keyword, but here in search network, you have to mention particular keyword, digital marketing training in Hyderabad, digital marketing course in Hyderabad. Like this, you have to mention particular keyword in search network. But whereas in display network, no need to mention particular keywords. You can just mention topics such as, I have already told you, right? Digital marketing. Somebody who's talking about 100% placement, or somebody is talking about best digital marketing. You want your ad to appear on their website. So like that, you have to mention the keywords over here. And there is one more thing called placement. Placement is nothing but, I have already explained what exactly is placement. Placement is nothing but, I have told you, right? If you want your advertisement to appear on particular website, on particular platform, on NDTV only, I want my ad to appear. If you're telling Google where your ad should appear, then that is known as placement. Placement of your ad, where your ad should appear. If you're mentioning where your ad should appear, then that is only known as placement. Whereas in search network, there is no other option. By default, your ad is going to appear on SERP. But here in display network, you can tell to Google 100% your advertisement is going to appear on websites. But on which website? It is in your hands. You can mention the website names over here. So this is about display network. Okay. Now coming to display network is done, right? Let's go to video network, the third network. I hope you guys understood display network. Just remember there are advertiser and publisher. Advertiser in the sense who is trying to run ads. Publisher who is same like NDTV, who is publishing ads. That's it. They will earn money with the help of advertisements only. Just by giving content to people, nobody is going to earn money. Just by running ads, they are going to earn money. To run ads, you have to register with Google AdSense account. To have a Google AdSense account, you need to have at least 1 month old website. At least 40 blogs should be there in your website. At least 100 blogs should be there. In fact, not 40 blogs, but yeah, at least 100 blogs should be there in your website. And per day, your monthly traffic should be at least 100. So, or monthly traffic or day traffic. That means in every parameter, you should be really good in every parameter. At that time, only Google will approve your website for Google AdSense. At that time, you can start earning money. And here, bidding is CPM. That means cost per 1,000 impressions. And type is image, banner, rich media interactive ads. Targeting depends on keywords. Placement is nothing but where you want your ad to appear. You have to mention. That is only known as placement. And affinity is nothing but interest. Location, age, gender. Age, gender, all these things are known as demographics and keywords. That's it. Now coming to video network. Video network. What is the type of video network? Obviously, the type of video network will be video only. The type is video, and your video network ads will be in the format of video only, right? So the type is video. And coming to, what is this? Bidding, right? Coming to bidding, here money will be deducted for cost per view. Cost per view. That means if you open YouTube and somebody here, you can see ads, right? Sometimes you can skip the ad, sometimes you non-skippable ads will be there. So how to create skippable ads, how to create non-skippable ads, all these things you are going to learning YouTube network. And see here, if I see what's this advertisement, here different parameters are there, when money will be deducted, for how many seconds money will be deducted, everything we are going to learn in video network. But for now, just remember that if you view this advertisement, then money is going to get deducted. For how many seconds and all we'll learn later in video network. For now, just remember the bidding type is CPV, cost per view. Then what comes? Where your ad is going to appear, right? Obviously, your ad is going to appear on YouTube only, and sometimes on some Google Display partnered websites, but very rare scenario. And here, targeting is same like display network. Display network and video network, both are very similar. Even YouTube, that means even video network is used for brand awareness only. See now, Digital Nest is there. Why they are running ads over here? Do you think if somebody online digital marketing training is there, this is a particular website, I have clicked on this particular website and I'm watching that particular video over here. Here, do you think somebody is going to, when they are watching a particular video over here, do you think they are going to click on this advertisement and they are going to land on that particular advertisement and they are going to purchase that particular product or join that particular course? No, it will not happen like that. In rare scenarios, if people are really interested, then they might join. But here, display network advertisements and YouTube, that is video network advertisement, both are for brand awareness only. Both are similar networks. If you know display network, then video network is very easy. So even video network is used for brand awareness and to promote your brand only. See, all these days, Binomo, something you are promoting, right? Some trading. Every YouTuber is promoting Binomo and Oziva, some drink Oziva to reduce weight or something. I have never seen those advertisement on search network and all, but always on video network, they'll be promoting their advertisement. That means they want to promote their brand. They want people to be aware of their product, and they are very well doing it also. So video network and display network are used for brand awareness or to promote your brand. And here your bidding is CPV and your advertisement appears on YouTube. And targeting, that is same like exactly same like this only, location, age, gender, affinity, placement. And here, see here you are telling on which website your advertisement should appear, right? Here you can tell on which YouTube channel your advertisement should appear. On which YouTube channel your advertisement should appear. On which song. Now suppose you want your advertisement to appear on Shape of You song. Just assume that you want your advertisement to appear on Shape of You song. You can tell to Google that I want my ad to appear only when somebody is watching Shape of You. I want my ad to appear. So here placement is in such a way that you can choose website. Suppose in rare scenario, I'm telling, you can choose on which website. That is Google Display Partner website. Again, website in the sense Google Display Partner website. On which website you can mention the website name and you can mention YouTube channel. Suppose you want to showcase your advertisement only on ODMT, then you can choose ODMT YouTube channel. Here, if you want to showcase your ad on particular video or particular song, then you can tell that, yes, on particular song only, I want my video advertisement to appear. These kind of filters are there in display and video network. So this is about placement over here in video network. So this is video network, type is video, bidding CPV, location, what's this? Ad appears on YouTube and targeting depends on location, age, gender, affinity, keywords and placement. Now coming to the fourth network, that is mobile app network. What is mobile app network? Now, I'm searching for a particular keyword called order food online. Let's search for this particular keyword. Now see, this is Swiggy advertisement. This is also Swiggy advertisement. This is Zomato advertisement. All these are food related websites only. Now, this is advertisement, right? So your mobile app advertisement type can be text. See, same like search advertisement. It is one of the search advertisement only, search network advertisement. So your type can be search, and sometimes your same Swiggy advertisement, sometimes it is going to appear on some Google display partnered websites also. So your mobile app network advertisements are, the types of mobile app network is text, sometimes it might be image, and sometimes it might be video also. So the type is text, image. If it is going to appear on Google Display Partner, it will be image or a, and if you observe, even on YouTube also, Swiggy, Zomato, this kind of people are whoever have an app, I'm talking about, not only Swiggy, Zomato, whoever have an app, they are promoting their product on video network also. So your mobile app type is text ad, it is image ad, and it is a video ad also. Three kinds of types are there in mobile network. Then, can anybody tell what is the bidding type over here? CP? See here, this is desktop. That is the reason you are unable to see install button over here. But same keyword, if you search in mobile phone, install option will be there. So if you install a particular app, then only money will be deducted from the particular person. If you click, money will not be deducted. You install that particular app called Swiggy, then only money will be deducted. So here the bidding type is CPI, cost per installation. Now coming to where your ad is going to appear. Your ad is going to appear on SERP because it's a text type, so it is going to appear on SERP. Then it's an image type, so your ad is going to appear on Google Display partnered websites. And your ad is going to appear on, because it's a type is video, so your ad is going to appear on YouTube also. And sometimes your ad will appear on Play Store also. So these are the locations where your ad is going to appear. So SERP, Google Display partnered websites, YouTube, and Play Store. Now coming to how you're targeting over here. Here targeting is based on location. Here targeting is based on location. Now coming to the final network, which is our shopping network. Shopping network. Now here let's search for laptop. Now see, this is Dell advertisement. If you scroll down, this is also Dell advertisement only. Both are Dell advertisement. That means shopping network types are image. See here, they are showing their image, and here this is text. So the shop, and sometimes they'll show their advertisement on some Google Display partnered websites also. Sometimes in very rare cases, but the advertisement type is image and it is also text. So the type will come over here as image and text. And coming to the bidding type is CPA. CPA is nothing but cost per acquisition. What is the meaning of cost per acquisition? If somebody click on this advertisement and if they purchase this particular product, then only money will be deducted from the advertiser. Then only money is going to be deducted from the advertiser. Otherwise, money is not going to get deducted. So when somebody purchases the product, then money is going to deduct. So here CPA, that means cost per purchase, you can say. Then that is known as cost per acquisition. Where your ad is going to appear? Your ad is going to appear on SERP. Then how you are going to target? You are targeting with the help of location, and there is an option called feed in shopping network. You will learn later. You have to generate feed and all. With the help of that feed, you have to target people over here. So these are the 5 networks, and the most important network is search network. 90% of the people who want to advertise their product, they depend on search network only, because search network is an intent-based network. It is easy to get leads from search network if you compare all the other networks. That is the reason people depend on search network a lot. Coming to display and video, both the networks are used for brand awareness or promoting your product. And in both the networks, you can tell on which website you want your ad to appear. Here you can tell on which YouTube channel or on which song or on which video you want your ad to appear. And CPV, here CPM, that is cost per 1,000 impressions. And this is about, here your advertisement is going to appear on GDPW. Please don't tell website. It is known as Google Display Partnered website. There are so many websites. Now, websites like ODMT do not showcase anybody's advertisements. If you tell website, then all the websites will be considered over there. So always tell Google Display Partnered website. Who are Google Display Partnered websites? A website who has a Google AdSense account, who are earning money through Google AdSense, who are earning money through promoting somebody else's advertisement, only they are known as Google Display Partnered websites. And location, age, gender, affinity, targeting. Here also it is same for video network. And coming to mobile, it is CPI. Somebody install your app, then only money will be deducted. The type is text, image, video. Here for shopping, it's image and text. Here only if somebody purchases a product, cost per acquisition, then only money will be deducted. And your ad is going to appear on SERP, location, and location feed. That's it. These are the 5 networks in Google Ads. Coming to the structure of Google Ads. This is different topic and this is important topic. If you understand the structure of Google Ads, then creating Google Ads, search campaign, display campaign, all these network ads are very easy. So please concentrate on structure of Google Ads. Structure of Google Ads. Now, let me search over here. Please remember the structure. If you know the structure, then everything is easy. Yeah, this is called Google Ads account structure. Whenever you create an ad, no matter it is a search network, are you guys there with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, whenever you create a Google ad, no matter it's a search network, display, video, mobile, whatever the campaign is, whatever the network is, every network format is same. If you understand the structure, then creating Google Ads, running Google Ads for search, all these networks is easy. So the Google Ads account structure starts with the first one is Google Ads account. Then comes campaign, then comes ad group, then comes keywords, then after that comes ad copy. Now let me take Paint and let me explain what exactly is Google Ads account structure. With the help of one live example, we will understand Google Ads account structure. Okay. Now, let's take this. Assume that I want to run an advertisement for ODMT. Let's assume I want to run an advertisement for ODMT. So what it starts with, see, let's see over here what it starts with. Here it starts with Google Ads account, right? So assume that I have created an account for ODMT. Now that account, for now, let's assume this account is known as your Gmail account. Afterwards, I'll explain what exactly is Google Ads account. For now, keep in mind that you have created a Gmail account for ODMT and you have used the Gmail account. Now, that this Google Ads account is known as your Gmail account for now. Later, I'll tell what exactly is that. After that, what is the next step over here? The next one is campaign. First, I have created my Gmail account. With the help of that, I have created a campaign. Now, going to campaign. What exactly is campaign? Campaign is nothing but your location. Your locations are known as campaign. Now, ODMT is your brand. and in which places you want to promote, for which area people. Suppose you have a ODMT branches in Hyderabad and you have an ODMT branch in Chennai. Suppose you are into online training and all. At that time, you want to target people of different locations. You want to target Hyderabad people and you want to target Chennai people. So you have to mention locations. Campaign is nothing but just a location. So I want to target Hyderabad people and I also want to target Chennai people. You can target n number of people. For now, I'm targeting Hyderabad people and Chennai people. So I'm done with creating my account, that is my Gmail account. And after that, after that, I have told my branches. That is, I am running my advertisement for, let's assume ODMT has branches in Hyderabad and ODMT has branch in Chennai. If you have branch in Bangalore, then you can mention Bangalore. You can mention Delhi also. So it's up to you. Here, branches are nothing but whom you want to target, which people you want, for which area you are running your ads. So campaign is nothing but just a location. Just remember, campaign is nothing but a location. Then comes ad group 1A, ad group B. What exactly is ad group? Ad group is nothing but your services. That means, assume that you are providing services of SEO, you are providing services of Google Ads. You have to mention all the services you are providing. Google Ads, and you are providing services for social media. These are my services. Again, for Chennai also, I need to mention what services I'm providing. So here again for Chennai, SEO. Again, here comes Google Ads. And again, for Chennai people also, I'm providing services of social media. So your campaign is nothing but the locations you want to target, or the location, the branches where you have, and then comes the ad. What is it? Ad group. Here in ad group, you have to mention the services. So just remember, campaign is nothing but location, ad group is nothing but services. Then comes keywords. Keyword is nothing but, see, digital marketing training in Hyderabad. What is this called? This is a keyword. So for which keyword you want your ad to appear, that keywords you have to mention over here. Now for separately, these many courses I have, right? 3 courses I have. So for separately for SEO, I have to mention keywords. Again, for Google Ads, I have to mention keywords. Again, for social media, I have to mention the keywords. So for SEO, I am mentioning keywords such as best digital marketing training in Hyderabad. Whatever you want to mention, all the keywords you need to mention over here. Let me give some keywords. Okay. For now, let's take the keywords such as, any random keywords we'll be taking as of now. Best digital marketing training in Hyderabad. Again, one more keyword, so that for these keywords, your advertisement will appear on SERP. Again, such as best digital marketing course in Hyderabad. All the keywords, for whichever keywords you want your ad to appear, you have to mention all the keywords. Best digital marketing course in Hyderabad. Again, can I mention free digital marketing course in Hyderabad? Can I target this particular keyword, Pranita? Free digital marketing course in Hyderabad. Assume that this is digital marketing. By mistake, I have written digital marketing. I should have written best SEO training in Hyderabad. But as of now, this is just for practice, so no problem. Here, can I write free SEO course in Hyderabad? Can I write free digital marketing course in Hyderabad over here? Can I target the keyword free digital marketing course in Hyderabad? Yes, Kushal, can I target this particular keyword?
Yes.
Yes. What will happen if I target free digital marketing course in Hyderabad? For free digital marketing course in Hyderabad, when somebody is searching free digital marketing course in Hyderabad, your advertisement will appear. Then what that person will think, this particular advertisement is for free digital marketing, and they will click on your advertisement. Who will lose money? You will only lose money. So you have to not take the keywords which you are not, suppose you are not providing any free course, and you have to not mention that over here. You are the one who is going to lose money. So whatever is relevant to you, use those keywords only. You are writing You're mentioning, suppose you're targeting free digital marketing course in Hyderabad, what will happen? Your ad will run for that particular keyword also. And somebody who is searching for free digital marketing course on SCRP, they will think that you're really providing free digital marketing course in Hyderabad. Again, they'll come to your website and they'll come to know that this is not a free digital marketing course. But when they land into your website, for that click only, you will be losing your money. You will be losing some 30, 40, 100 rupees you will be losing. So if you target irrelevant keywords, you are the one who is going to lose money. So do not target irrelevant keywords. There is a whole different topic called keyword match types. In keyword match types, you will learn how to target and which keywords to target, which keywords to not target. But as of now, remember that always target relevant keywords. Can I target a keyword called what is digital marketing? Somebody is searching for what is digital marketing. Now you tell me, can I target that keyword? Okay, free digital marketing. Free digital marketing, I said that I should not target because I'll be losing money when somebody clicks on my advertisement. Can I target a keyword called what is digital marketing?
Yes.
No, you should not target such keywords. Why you should not target such keywords is what is digital marketing? That person is, he wants to know what is digital marketing, but what is the guarantee that he will be joining your course? There is no guarantee that that person will join your course. Maybe down the line, when he will learn what is digital marketing, when he get interested about digital marketing, at that time he might be joining your course. But when a person is searching what is digital marketing, then that person will not join your course. So don't lose money over there. If you target these kind of keywords, see, Google Ads, everything is about keywords. How well you target your keywords, those many good leads you are getting. 100% conversions will happen. But whole point is you have to target relevant keywords. Just like that, don't go to, you will be going into Uber Suggest and don't take keywords from there and just type it over here. No, don't do like that. Any number of keywords will be there in Uber Suggest and some other keyword planners or some other keyword research tools. Just don't copy and paste it over here. Always see if that keyword is related to your niche, the first thing, and see whether that keyword will be useful or not. If somebody clicks on that keyword, will it be worth it or you will be losing money? You have to decide all these things and you have to use the keywords over here. So don't use keywords such as what is SEO, what is Google Ads. Don't target these kind of keywords over here. Always target good. See, for this is good keyword. Best digital marketing training in Hyderabad. That means somebody who is searching for best digital marketing training in Hyderabad, an advertisement will appear. Now, somebody who is searching for best digital marketing training in Hyderabad, why that person is searching? Because he wants to train, he wants to get trained in digital marketing. That is the reason Search Network is an intent-based network. He's interested in training in digital marketing. That is the reason he's searching. So for that person, if my ad appears, then it is useful. We cannot guarantee for each click it will have conversions will happen, but you have to target relevant keywords, not irrelevant keywords. Now, what is digital marketing is an irrelevant keyword only. Free digital marketing course is an irrelevant keyword only. Unnecessarily, you will be losing money. Don't lose your money unnecessarily. This is here, money will be involved. In SEO, it's okay. If you are not ranking for a particular keyword, again, you can go to your website and you can change. But here, it's not like that. You will be losing your money. So make sure in keyword match types, when you're learning keyword match types, there are different match types, keyword match types. Then you will be getting to know which keyword to use, what kind of keyword to use. But as of now, don't use these kind of keywords. What, free, these kind of keywords you don't use. And coming to, these kind of keywords you have to mention over here. If you want to mention some other keywords, for now, let's keep only these many keywords, 2 keywords, that is enough. What is the next part over here? We have created with our Gmail account. This is my Gmail account and I have created my campaign. That is my locations. And after locations, these are my ad groups, right? Ad groups in the sense, my services. I have provided my services also. And with that services, I'm using the keywords. That means I'm using whatever the services I'm providing. With that, I'm creating some keywords and I'm using that keywords. Now, ad A, ad B, ad A and ad B is nothing but see, the last step of your Google Ads account structure is nothing but ad copy. Ad copy is your title and your description is known as your ad copy. Your last step is you have to give some title for your advertisement. You have to only create your advertisement. You have to give title, same like SEO, how we have given title and description in on-page SEO. In all-in-one SEO settings, we were giving focus keyphrase and we were giving title and description. Same like that, here you have to give title and here you have to give description also. That title and that description is only going to appear on SERP. The last step is creating your ad copy. That means creating your advertisement. This is about Google Ads account structure. Now, Google Ads structure. Yeah, this is Google Ads structure. This is my, assume that this is my Gmail account. I'll come back to it later. Gmail account. This is campaign. Campaign is nothing but location. Under locations, in these locations, what services I'm providing, those services I have to mention. Under the services comes a keyword. I have to target some keywords, n number of keywords, use relevant keywords. Under keywords, with the help of those keywords, I have to create an ad copy. That is my title and my description, which is going to appear on SERP. Now, for display network also, you have to give title and description and everything. But as of now, just we are learning about search network, right? For all the networks, this is only ad structure. For all the networks, for all the 5 networks, this is only the ad structure. Now coming to, I have told you what I told over here. Gmail account I told, right? 1 second, I'll write over here ad copy, title, description. That's it. You have to create an ad copy over here like this. For everybody, you have to create an ad copy. For Google Ads, for social media, again for this one, for all these guys, you have to create an ad copy. Now coming to, what did I tell? Yeah, this is my Gmail account I told, right? With one Gmail account, you can create 20 Google Ads account. Now ODMT is my Google Ad account. It is not my Gmail account. With one Gmail account, I can create 20 Google Ads account. If 21 Google Ads account is, if there are, suppose you have 20 clients, one client is some travel business client, one client is digital marketing client, one client is some e-commerce client. So like that, 20 clients ads account you can create with your one Gmail account. So this ODMT, now assume that ODMT is my client. So ODMT's Google Ads account. This is known as ODMT's Google Ads account. So how to create Google Ads account, we will learn later. But for now, just remember, with one Gmail account, I can create 20 Google Ads accounts. 20 Google Ads accounts. Then coming to how many campaigns we can create. How many campaigns we can create? We can create 10,000 campaigns. It is just a rough estimation. 10,000 campaigns we can create. And with what is this ad group, right? How many ad groups we can create? 20,000 ad groups we can create. 20,000 ad groups. And this is keywords. Keywords, we can create 10,000 keywords. Then comes ad copy. 300 ad copies we can create. Nobody is going to create these many. This is just a score. That's it. Nobody is going to create this many. Just remember this one. With one Gmail account, same like you'll be creating your in different platforms. You'll be creating, right? Instagram account, Facebook account, same like that. You can create your Google Ads account also. But with one Gmail account, how many Google Ads account you can create? 20 Google Ads account you can create. Now, how many campaigns? 10,000 campaigns. How many keywords? Sorry, how many ad groups? You can create 20,000 ad groups. How many keywords? 10,000 keywords. And how many ad copies? 300 ad copies you can create. Nobody is going to create those many. But just remember that with one Gmail account, you can create 20 Google Ads accounts. So this is about Google Ads structure of Google Ads. Please remember structure of Google Ads. If you know the structure of Google Ads, everything becomes very easy. Now, when we are creating search campaign or display campaign, all the campaigns, it starts with your Google Ads account. Now, assume that this is some wedding photographer client or something, some wedding client. Now, I'll be logging into that particular wedding client with my Gmail account and I'll be creating campaigns. Suppose they are okay to provide the services in Hyderabad and in Chennai. So I'll be mentioning Hyderabad, Chennai, or Bangalore, or whatever it is. How many locations they can they are mentioning, they are providing services. Those many locations I have to mention under the campaign. Then under the campaign, I have to give the ad group. So I'll be telling that they are providing candid photography, they are providing wedding photography, all the kinds of different photography. That means all the services that I'll provide in ad group. Then under keywords, what I'll be doing is I'll target some keywords. Best wedding photographers in Hyderabad, candid wedding photographers in Bangalore. Like this, I have to target some keywords. After that, I'll create an ad copy. That means I'll be creating title and I'll be creating description, so that when somebody searches for best wedding photographers in Hyderabad, my advertisement appears on SERP. So here, some people might be searching for wedding photography places in Hyderabad because they want to know about good locations wherever they can do wedding photography and all. At that time, don't target these kind of keywords. You will only lose money. That person, what is the guarantee that person will take your services and all? That person is looking for location. That person is not looking for your photography services. So you have to think a lot before using your keywords, because your money is involved. That is the reason you have to think a lot before using keywords. Now, when you understand keyword match type topic, at that time, you will know which keywords to use and which keywords not to use. For now, just remember the Google Ads networks and Google Ads account structure also. If you know the account structure, creating all the campaigns is easy. With one Gmail account, you can create 20 Google Ads accounts and 20 clients. That means you have 20 clients. For 20 clients, you can have a Google Ads account. Again, campaign 1, campaign 2, that is my locations. Under that, services. Under services, my keywords, whichever I'm going to target. Under keywords, my ad copy. Ad copy is nothing but your title and your description. That's it. I hope you guys understood Google Ads account structure. And just remember one Gmail ID. No need to write again, but Gmail ID, 20 Google Ads account. What to do when you have 21 clients, I'll tell tomorrow. With one Gmail account, 20 Google Ads account, and you can create 10,000 campaigns. You can create 20,000 ad groups, and you can create 10,000 keywords, and you can create 300 ad copies. That is your advertisements. Ad copy. So this is about structure of Google Ads. Campaign, ad group. Remember this word called campaign. People, whenever they ask you, like they will not ask you, have you created an advertisement? Nobody will ask you like that. They will ask you, how many campaigns did you run? How many campaigns you have created? They'll ask you. So Google Ads is more about campaigns only. This is the term which we are using the most in Google Ads. So remember the word called campaign. That's it. This is about Google Ads structure, and we have learned networks of Google Ads also. In tomorrow's class, what we will create a Google Ads account. We will give name to our Google Ads account. We will give access to you. How to give access, we will learn. What to do when you have more than 20 clients, because with one Gmail account, you can only create 20 Google Ads account. What if you have 21st Google client who wants your Google Ads services? All these things we'll be learning in tomorrow's class. That's it for today.